Night. We're feeling all right. It's time for some tarot readings. So we've been busy today making a new card, as we do every day. I should go to Kickstarter pretty soon. I'm thinking Kickstarter's coming pretty soon. So end of the month, maybe even earlier. I don't know. We will definitely see. We'll find out just how good it's going. And go from there, Bartman, what's going on? How are you doing on YouTube so far? Well, you're doing all right. You joined the TarotOracle channel, Bartman. You know, that's all you really need. That's all you really need on YouTube nowadays. I'm just saying. What is going on, everyone? How you doing? Mystical Mermaid, welcome. How are you? Let's see. All right. And let's see. Tarot Magician, welcome. Renee, what is going on? Tash, what is up? Oh, you're excited for the Kickstarter? I'm glad somebody is. Thank you. I appreciate that. Cheryl's here. Crystal's here. Bartman, of course, is here. Loyal Sunflower, that's a good name. Rachel, what is going on? And Cheryl. Okay, well, everybody's here. So we did another tarot card today. We just need to put it in Photoshop and fix it up. Ama, welcome. Let's see. What are they thinking, feeling? My crush, John. Raina, what's going on? Michelle, good morning to you as well. All right. So what is your crush feeling? Hopefully they're not feeling crushed. I'm just saying. What's my crush feeling? What is my crush feeling? My 9-card Lenormand class. There you go. That's something to do. By the way, speaking of something to do, what's up, Wolf? This is before Photoshop, so I need a twist to this card. So I'm not sure what to do with it, but I need to Photoshop it pretty heavily, but overall, it looks decent. Speaking of decent, let's find out the crush with the Light Seers Tarot. What is going on with the crush? The orange crush. Per Bugaloo, what is going on? Ama, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Flower, welcome. How are you doing? Cheryl, what is up? All right, let's figure out about this crush here. Is this good or bad or maybe indifferent? Do they even know you exist? Are you did you already say hi to them, I assume, because they are your crush, or did you get all nervous and shy away? Let us know what happened with that crush. It is a high priestess kind of day. I just feel it already. So your crush is not really communicating with you. So your crush is we're obsessed with nipple piercings. Before it was cake and then boobies, but now we're obsessed with nipple piercings apparently. So Raina has started the nipple piercing thing. Okay. Haiti, what is going on? Thank you for your donation. There we go. All right. So the Ace of Swords says they're not really communicating. We don't have any good, strong communication. It seems that we're just lacking in the back and forth. In the back and forth thing, you want me to add a rainbow to the darkness. Also add a playful 10 of Cups top rainbow with pink in it. It's a bit much, but I like the ideas. Flower, thank you for thinking about that. Okay, it's crossing. Hello, what's going on? But yeah, the crush is not communicating. The Ace of Swords upside down is just it is just a little bit lacking here in some of the key components that we need to get going, right? Aqua Leo, what is going on? Justice says as well, they have some other things going on too. So are they currently in another relationship? The Justice sort of points out maybe we're in a bit of a relationship there. The King of Swords as well. It could be in a relationship they don't really like. So we had a couple of complexities here. If you're looking for how's your crush feeling, it looks like they're busy possibly with somebody else. It looks like maybe the relationship is not going how they expected it to as well. And we're not really having communication. about the we're not really having the communication between you and the crush. So if you want to get started with the communication and sort of jump in there and say hello, it never hurts to say hello to somebody. You know, stalking them is different, but saying hello is not too bad at all. There we go. The pink flamingo. Okay, so you'd think we need to add a pink flamingo and a rainbow. You realize it's nighttime, right? It's nighttime in the star. So I don't know. We'll see. I think that the rainbow thing is a bit out of place there, but I'll look at it. I like the pink flamingo, like one of those plastic pink flamingos you see on people's lawn. I think that's not a bad idea at all. That's not a bad idea at all. All right, AX, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. AX wants to know, question below. Okay, let's see. AX says, starting a new course, do you see everything going well? Let's find out about that. Starting a new course? Starting a new course, and how is it going to go? All right. So let's see about the new course with a good learning tarot. A good learning tarot. Oh, I love me some Chiro Encore Tarot. My order never shipped. I think they're back up over there in Chiro land. So I'm still waiting on those beautiful claws they're going to make for me. But, you know, I got a dream. See, a carrot banana cake family. Well, there you go. Well, you know, get on Instagram with Raina, and you'll see a lot of cakes. You'll see quite a few cakes. I mean, I'm just saying. All right, totally forgot about nighttime. There you go. Okay, so I think the pink flamingo has some validity here. I think we could add one of those pink flamingos you see on people's lawn. You know, the really gaudy ones. Just get some of that. Get one of them and throw it in there. And throw it. Ooh, Aqua Leo has never seen the Tarot Tower. Look at this. Aqua Leo, this is 50 decks of cards right here. I got 2 of these. 50 decks of cards. I teach you in a video on here how to make this. You got to hit that like button. Aqua Leo, this deserves a like. I teach you how to do this, and it only costs you 20 bucks. 2 hours, 20 bucks. You make one of your own. Make one of your own. There you go. Do you want to herd my dream? Sure, let's herd your dream. It has to involve cake and nipple piercing or something. Okay, or nipple piercing a cake. I mean, you never know. The really sweet hot pink ones. Yeah. Okay. So starting the new course, the Ten of Swords says it's going to be a rough start. It's going to be a rough start. I think you need to go in with go in. When you go in, go all in. In other words, stop most of the stuff that you're sort of doing, right? Stop most of your other hobbies and things like that and dedicate yourself to the course, because I think it's going to start full power. We have the Ten of Swords, and that's a bit of a full power. That's a bit of a big burden that we have sort of moving into this situation. So that's going to be something that is either radically different than what you had expected. It could be the syllabus is a bit difficult. It could be some challenging topics that maybe you're lost. But just be aware that it's going to be a rough start. The Ten of Swords into the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords, let's go in all in. 100%. Let's dive right in there and make the best that we can for that. So if we can knock out a lot of the course very quickly, then we can be ready for the remainder of the course, right? Because most times a course will start out with basics. And so you want to knock those out quickly. And as we move into the more advanced stuff, or as we move into the next steps, having those basics knocked out quickly is going to help us along. The Three of Cups as well is you're going to be lacking some of the camaraderie that you really sort of need in a class like that. So make sure that you get that piece of it. Make sure that you make those friends. Adriana, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. make sure that you make friends, get some people, get a study buddy if you can, right? Just hang on, grab a study buddy if we can, and get that sort of started as well. The Three of Cups says you're going to feel a bit alone. Don't do that. Let's go in and let's have some fun with it. Okay. The Three of Wands as well says this course is going to open up some more opportunities for you. So about halfway through the course, start thinking about where do I want to go from here, right? Marby, hello. What is going on? All right, maybe what is coming next? What can I do next to sort of enhance my skills that I learned from this course? So, I think the course is going to open up doors, and those doors are going to lead to some fun stuff, some cool stuff. But yeah, the course may be a bit difficult or some difficulty beginning, difficulty starting. But yeah, well, good luck. It looks fun. Just sort of hang on, and there you go. All right, well, we got the next 2 weeks going on here. Let's find out about AG. Find out about 2 weeks. 2 weeks. That's the coronavirus theme, it seems like. Everything is 2 more weeks. This is the 2 more weeks. Aura, what is going on? Aura says, this is the most advanced tarot channel. I don't know. I've seen other channels that really just blow me out of the water. So, I think it's a fun channel. I try to make it entertaining. I don't really want to make it really boring. So I try to put fun stuff in here, I guess. But I don't know. It's just it's all about, I guess, where you're at and what you're comfortable with and all that other stuff. Speaking of comfortable with, the Hermetic Tarot. There you go. There you go. Another lovely cloth. Ooh, fairy. I have 2 cloths coming in from Chiro. One is a customized cloth just for me. It says TarotOracle on the cloth. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Just saying. Defunkin' Donuts. Can I join? Come on in, Defunkin' Donuts. Come on in. Have some fun. Join us, won't you? Defunkin' Donuts has not seen the money trick. Has not seen the money trick. I mean, I'm just saying. Gracia wants to know if I have a new painting. Well, of course I do. We have fresh off the watercolor block. We have the star. Now I want to modify this some, make it my own. We're going to put a pink flamingo, one of the big gaudy ones up here that you see on people's lawn. We're going to put that in there, but we need to Photoshop fix a bunch of things, but overall, there you go. There you go. So find out about the next 2 weeks. Hopefully it's going to be good. Let's see if Haiti gets some money. I know Haiti's waiting on that unemployment, and that was delayed. That sucks. That sucks. When you need that cash, you need that fat cash. Sometimes it's delayed. Ace of Swords. It's all about the Ace of Swords tonight, apparently. So we're going to roll with that. The Ace of Swords says, I do think you get some communication about money. We do get some communication about money. So it's like that we have some opportunities here with communication. You're starting off this communication, I think it's talking about either getting money or some money opportunities or something like that. But the Ace of Swords does point out to this beginning of a communication or beginning of a learning or beginning of this journey that you sort of have moving into Temperance. And Temperance in this particular instance, with the big gaudy wings, with the mixing the fire and the water, the ice and fire, as we have with my deck, Temperance is about getting things mixed together, getting things fixed, and forcing things to mix together that otherwise wouldn't be. So I think the communication is about sort of these opportunities, is about, I think, getting some of your money as well. Lisa, thank you for your donation as well. For the next 2 weeks, the Five of Cups says we're still in that disappointing type feeling where we're just not completely happy with everything. Maybe we have a bit of a downside. Maybe we're sort of trying to get back up on our feet as far as emotions are concerned. But it could be just a back and forth with emotions in the next 2 weeks as well. But the Six of Pentacles says that as far as the money goes, I think we get some good news for that. I think we started on the road to getting your unemployment or to getting something as far as that's concerned. So I think we get a bit of a touch base on that. So that's looking pretty good for that. And I think that we are looking good for sort of getting that started or getting that process started. Hopefully, I know I said it was delayed. Hopefully it's not delayed for like a long period of time, but we'll see about it. Anyway, good luck with all that, Haiti. As always, thank you. I appreciate you. All right. So I'd like to know about Chris felt about what I told him on his birthday. Did you ruin his birthday? Oh my God, did you ruin his birthday? I ruined his birthday. Oh my. I mean, you couldn't wait? You couldn't wait till the day after his birthday? All right, let's find out. Let's find out. No name, what is going on? Ooh, no name, what is going on? How are you doing? You ruined a birthday, a perfectly good birthday. We're having a good birthday. And then something else happened. You gave him some news. We gave him some news. All right, we're actually going to shuffle. We're actually going to riffle shuffle it. We're riffle shuffling it. My birthday, I got bold. And I told him I see him as my hubby. As my hubby. Oh, you spilled the beans? You spilled the beans. All right, let me change the title to I Ruined My Birthday. There we go. Did you ruin your own birthday? That's no good at all. It was a scary reading in the middle of a dream. A clean mug is a happy coffee. Yeah, I mean, you got to have some grizzle. You got to have, if you're a dude, you got to have some grizzle in that coffee cup. If it doesn't look like it hasn't been cleaned in 2 months, it's not a good cup of coffee. It's not. We have to get real here. We have to get serious. You need some grizzle. It's like the grizzle at the bottom of the pan when you're cooking bacon, right? You know, you're cooking the bacon. If the pan's perfectly clean, when you take that bacon out, it doesn't taste good at all. You gotta have that nasty. It's like when you go grill a burger, you know, you need that caked on stuff on the grill. All right, Renee's coming back in a minute. Renee's taking a minute there. I did shuffle. Fairy Wren, I shuffled. Oh, we got Dominion. We got Dominion. I think that you're trying to exert your control here. You know, I mean, Adriana, we're trying to exert a bit of control. That's what Dominion's about. We have a malefic. We have a malefic into Aries. You know, at some point, we have a malefic. Is that going to be good or bad? I think we could go either way. But the big thing here is you're exerting control. Dominion, about getting up in the control. Getting up in the control and trying to figure out exactly what I want and sort of exert that, right? Because this is something that I want. It's important to me, and we have to get this done. We at least have to throw it out there. I mean, we have to throw it out there, right? Flower says maybe we can team up sometime and create a new deck. That's a lot of work. I'm an all ideas person. Well, Flower, I can't draw, so what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So, yeah, Adriana's trying to get that control there. She's spilling the beans. She's doing it on her birthday. She's got, you know, a bit of that nerve because it's my birthday. I got some nerve. Let me just spill this out. I want a future husband. Marry me right now. Throwing it down, straight talk, right? Now we're going here. It's almost like that. The person, the recipient, feels controlled or guided, not in a good way, but sort of controlled. And you're trying, I don't know, they feel like they're being controlled. They feel like she's got the head of someone else. She's controlling that action. She's removing their thoughts and replacing them with their own. She has that control capability here. And, you know, she's a bit forceful with it. You got to be relaxed with it. So sometimes you're coming across as too much or too controlling with this as well, right? The Hermit says that they don't want to be alone or they don't want to break up. They just want a level of predictability. So your needs and your wants are going to be different than their needs and their wants. And we have to find a middle ground here. And we have to sort of slow it down, because the Knight is all about speed and quickness and getting things rushed in, but without a plan. We need more of a plan. So obviously we went too far. If they're not going to talk to you, let them cool down, give them the break. The Hermit says give them the break, give them that time for themselves in order to sort of get back on track and get back focused, right? And reestablish the communications, their own speed. But the next time, let's not go in so strong. Let's come in easy and make hints maybe and stuff like that. So, I mean, you know, so just go easy there. Go easy there. You got to slow the roll. You got to slow the roll. Flower says you can't draw. No, I can't draw. Flower, I traced that stuff, dude. Come on, I traced it. That's called tracing. I am fantastic at tracing. I'm great at tracing. Let's see. Brianna's cat, I drew this. That's traced. That's traced, 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 traced. Traced, traced. You get the idea. Traced. That's traced, man. It's traced. Okay. But I can't draw. So, you know, there's that. Okay. So, ruining that birthday. Will the business I've started be good or not? Will it be good or not? Let's find out with a good business tarot. I do want to make a good business tarot as long as I can trace it. Good or bad? Good or bad, or maybe indifferent? Whoa, I said good or bad, all one word. That's not all one word. Okay, good or bad? Let's check that out. And let's go to the This Might Hurt Tarot, because that is not a bad tarot at all. Not a bad tarot at all. Do you literally trace over the picture? Yes. Do you just copy it by hand? No. I literally trace over the picture. All right, drawing, tracing, it doesn't matter. I disagree. There's stuff called copyright. There's copyrights, and you have to watch out for that, or you will get sued. So how you deal with copyrights is this. Okay, this was a picture off Facebook in a free forum where they dedicate a forum for you to draw a subject. This was off wildlife reference photos. You pay $1 and you get a wildlife reference photo, and you can trace it and you can draw it. This was off Pixabay, which is a CC0 or a public license, a copyright free, etc. Let's see. This was off wildlife reference photos. This was Brianna's cat. Brianna gave me rights to draw, distribute, and sell a picture of her cat. So anyway, yeah. So the problem comes to where you trace something you didn't pay for, which is very easy to do. And then you get in trouble. See, that's where you got to watch out. You got to watch out for that. So that's why the Rider-Waite Tarot is out of copyright in the United States. Therefore, I can trace it and I can do my own thing with it. So I do my own colors. I make my own twist to it. So since that is copyright free, I'm allowed to do that. But if I were to try to do something like this, there's no way. There's no way. So but if you know someplace I can trace some people, all you need is people to make a tarot deck. So, hey, if anybody knows a place I can trace people with copyright free, let me know. And I might try, but you never know. Raina is back. There you go. All right. So we're looking at starting a business, if this is going to be good or bad. The Two of Swords says that the Two of Swords has a couple of different meanings based upon what you're sort of looking for. One of them is being a bit defensive. One of them is being unaware of what we're getting into. So we could have a defensive situation or something where we're unaware of what we're getting into, etc., etc. King of Pentacles says the money is just going to be challenging. The money is going to be challenging sometimes. Is, you know, that's sort of difficult as well. So the King of Pentacles being reversed is not good. The King of Pentacles, as per the last video, is the rich retired banker. You know, the rich retired banker, we really don't have that. So the business starting is going to be challenged on money. We're going to be challenged on finances. Why is this going to be a problem? Obviously, because you need some sort of a capital. You need some capital in order to reinvest in our business. So if we're making a YouTube channel, we need a good camera. If we're not making any money, we can't get a good camera, and therefore we're sort of limited on how we can do things. We're using our phone, you know, inventing things as we go along and whatnot. So it's sort of difficult with that. So getting the capital, getting the investments, you're going to have a plan where you can still accommodate your business without the capital being big up front, all right? So the court maybe looks at the unpreparedness or the lack of preparation or not knowing what we're sort of getting into with the business as well. Ivy, hello, how are you doing? Now, the Ten of Swords says, it's a pretty negative card. It says that we may be in over our head. It may be in over our head. You know what I'm saying? So the Ten of Swords could be a difficult situation during this business. We could fall into an unusual twist. We could get into situations where we're over our head. But overall, we have a lack of finance. We have situations where we could be in over our head, and we have just coming in without a good plan. So it's looking pretty hectic as far as this goes, right? The Queen of Pentacles, though, says eventually we get going. Eventually we get back on track. Eventually we sort of get some help. With the Queen of Pentacles is you know, sort of a good business situation. We get into that. But we have, again, a couple of stepping stones that we have to get over, a couple of issues, a couple of mountains to climb before we get to that profit, before we get to the good space. If you're willing to go forth and handle that, that's fine. Just be aware of these obstacles, right? So Lisa, you need to be aware of obstacles. Entertainment purposes only, obviously. Don't make business decisions based upon a fat man who can't draw. I mean, I'm a fat man who can't draw on YouTube reading cards and making tarot decks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So entertainment purposes only. So Flower, I've had some ideas. Let me run this past you. What if have you gone to Fiverr? You know Fiverr, you pay somebody a couple of bucks to do something for you. Not dirty, but you know, a project to help you out, right? To help a fat man out. Go to Fiverr. Here's what I thought. I go to Fiverr and I say, draw me a lady sitting, right? Get a pencil. Draw me a lady sitting. If you can draw me the lady, I can do the squirrel, I can do a mountain, I can do flowers. I can't do the lady. So help a YouTuber out. I'll give you $3, $5 just to draw me a lady sitting. And then I can trace their drawing, put my own colors in, you know what I'm saying? So then design the card. Maybe something like that, Flower. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. So I design it, and then I hope for the best. Hope for the best. There's been a hacker called Logan stealing channels when you reply to him. Well, that's not good. It's not good at all. All right. We AIs that are smart run a YouTube save bot with millions. I'm not a bot. Let's see. I've been sabotaged. Well, we're really running off track here. Does anybody have a question? Does anybody actually have a question? Let's find out. I'm scrolling up. We are hot on the topics. That's always good. But you know, I'm kind of looking for a question at this point. A clean mug is happy coffee. Oh no, it's not. All right, you got to have a nasty. Nasty mug. That makes some good coffee. You never know what in the world you're drinking at that point. You're drinking last month's dried up coffee grounds. Let's see. Love seeing your creations. Thank you so much. Nipple piercings. I'm not sure how we got on that. I'm scrolling way up. Scrolling way up. All right. Jelly. Jelly Donut has a question. Jelly Donut has a question for me. Let's check it out. What does What does Jay feel for me? What is going on with that Jay character? Let's find out what they do feel for you by using, ooh, the Victorian Romantic. That's a good one. That's always a fun one there. Yeah, two women, how they feel. All right, let's check it out. Flower has a question about two women and drawing and tracing. Drawing and tracing. I mean, I could just hire somebody because not every card has people. I'm terrible at people. I could sit there and practice drawing people for hours and hours, but I'd rather just jump off a cliff. That's not fun for me at all. Not even remotely. So, that's not fun for me at all. All right. So maybe I can hire somebody on Fiverr and say, I want a woman sitting for the Empress, and I want another woman sitting for the Queen of Cups. I want a dude riding a horse for the Knight of Swords. Anyway, so the King of Wands, how do they feel about you? The King of Wands sort of trending into there in the Page of Cups. I think that they want stick figures. I think that they want a temporary relationship, right? About a temporary relationship. I mean, I think they're sort of confused as far as how the relationships go. One of the key points here is we have a couple of negative cards, right? We have the Nightmare card, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is sort of abandoning the relationship. And then we have the Page of Cups, which is not good with a relationship. They're not good with starting one. They're not good with keeping one going. They're more of an introvert. They are passionate. They're passionate in short doses. And does that make sense? Because we do have that sort of an issue there where we have a lot of leaving, we have a lot of negative indicators. So I think that they would like something short term. Now, where do we come to that conclusion when we have all these negative cards, right? Well, the first one is the Page of Cups, is a passionate person. The page points to somebody that's not good with a relationship or somebody that's not quite prepared for a long-term relationships. So we do have that dynamic going. And the King of Wands is a very good card with getting something started. So I'm ready to start something. I'm ready to get in there, maybe dive into the shallow end of the pool, play around in there. But the deep end, it doesn't seem so. It doesn't seem so. The Eight of Pentacles looks like it's a lot of work. We're not willing to put in a ton of work because of the Nine of Swords, because of those nightmares, because things, maybe we don't like conflict. Maybe we have issues with getting resolutions or getting some negotiations going with relationships, right? I mean, sometimes you have a relationship and it's just rough and you have to negotiate things out. And if you can't do that, you're going to have some problems. So maybe it's an issue with that. But as far as for short-term relationships, I think that they're available for this. I think that they're available and they are, they're kind of interested in sort of that area there. Bartman, I don't need anyone to draw for me. Well, there you go. TarotOracle encourages me to draw. Why? Because I can't draw? Remember that TarotOracle conversation? No, not really. Okay. So let's see. My questions is so complex. I didn't read your question. I don't know if it's complex or not. I'm definitely going to need someone with some skills to draw even that squirrel. It's going to look so ridiculous when I do it. I mean, that is there. That is there. So yeah, get somebody on Fiverr and have them draw somebody sitting down. And you can make it a lady or a man. Just say, hey, I need 10 people sitting down. I need 5 people walking left. How much? How much? If that's okay, how bad are things going to go with the current boyfriend? Okay, CM wants to know about his sister. All right, let's see. CM, let's see about your sister. Sister and boyfriend. We have dipped down to no viewers whatsoever. I don't get it. Like some Saturday nights, there's like 1 billion people here. And then other nights, there's no people here. Saturday is the one day where you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what you're going to get in the channel. You just don't. But I do know what I'm going to get right here. We're going to get the Golden Tarot by Cat Black. Now, this is trimmed. This is trimmed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Flower. What do you think? I'm going to go on Fiverr, and I'm going to say, I need somebody to draw me 4 people sitting down facing me. I need 5 facial expressions, and I need 3 people walking left and 2 dudes riding a horse. How much? And they'll say, it'll be $50. I'll say, sold. Give me all that. Over 700 videos. Oh, that TarotOracle guy. Speaking of Magic Universe, what is going on? I think I can work out a deal. I think I can work out a deal with somebody and just trace their stuff, you know, and just get it, just hand them the cash, make that investment, make a good investment. There you go. Philippe wants to know, how does F feel about me? Well, check that out. Sister and the Boyfriend, CM, the Page of Swords with the cat leaping, or is that a cat or I don't know what that is. That looks like just some demon or something leaping over the head. That is the weirdest card with just the leap over the head thing, you know? But drawing sucks. There you go. Oh, I don't remember everything. JJ, what's going on? So the Page of Swords says we're able to adjust. This is the Spy trending into the 3 of Wands. I think that they're looking to get out. I think the sister's looking to get out. Why do we say that? The Page of Swords has that movement thing. Blah, hello, what is going on? Thank you for your donation. You still looking at that PT? Blah, you are really ready for that PT. You're ready for that personal training there. Scott, hello, what is going on? All right, so the Page of Swords says we're adjusting to the situation, but we're not happy. We're not happy with the situation. We have the little flying demon or whatever flying over our heads. We are the spy. We're able to adjust. We're able to really sort of get into it. But the 3 of Wands says we're on the way out. We're trying to get out. We're looking at getting out. We're thinking about maybe there's some other better things out there, because the 3 of Wands says we're looking out, trying to get things, you know, virtue, right? We're trying to get things to where it's going to be a little bit better. The Queen of Cups, I say better because the Queen of Cups reverse is bad. I mean, let's face it, it's bad. You watch the videos, that's water of water. That is a very emotionally stable, a very emotional person. When that's reversed in a relationship, you're looking at things that are just drained. It's just drained. We're emotionally drained. We're not ready. We're not happy. We're not in a good situation as far as that's concerned, you know? All right. So the 6 of Coins as well, talking about that giving aspect. Handing people stuff is good, but this is going to be challenging. This is really, really going to be challenging. So yeah, I mean, if they're going to get serious with it, if we're going to go all the way, this is going to be a hard road. It's going to be a hard road. Yeah, the Devil's a tricky card. In my new book, by the way, in my new book that's coming out with my tarot deck, I talk like 10 pages on the Devil. There's this endless discussion. So what is the new book, you ask? Okay. The new book is how to combine cards with other cards. So that's basically, it runs it down. I haven't seen anybody approach this, okay? So if we have this card, how do we interpret it? Okay, keywords for this card is useless, in my opinion. It's useless because the meaning depends on what's around it. What's around it. So if we have this in another position down here, if we have this over here, this is going to affect this card and change the meaning and change how the cards goes. And that's what my book talks about. It's about combining cards and having cards next to each other, having cards around each other. What kind of flavor are we adding into the soup? What kind of flavor are we adding into the soup there? Speaking of flavor, Blah wants to know about that PT course. Do we have any obstacles? Wait a minute. Obstacles and a PT course. I see what you did there, Blah. I see what you did there. All right. All right, everybody. Elizabeth Juarez is here. Elizabeth, how are you doing? Okay, so if you don't get the joke, Blah is taking a physical training course, and his question was, do you see an obstacle in the course? Give it up. That's funny. Come on. I mean, give Blah some credit. Give Blah some credit. We're going to do it. We're going to do the slow tarot. We're going to do the slow tarot because that's how we roll over here. Blah made a funny. All right. You got to add that flavor to the soup, indeed. I have like a 9-hour delay in here. I have a 9-hour delay in here for chat and what I say. So there's that. I shuffled the Jesus out of these cards. That shirt will be available next weekend. I shuffled the Jesus out of those cards. I'm going to have Jesus on the front of a card, you know? There you go. Obstacle about the, all right. Obstacles in the course. All right. All right. So let's find out if we have any obstacles in the course. So, any obstacles, any problems, anything like that. Anything like that. Flower, I'm extremely disappointed that I can't click on Raina's name and go to her channel, because I expected some cakes, and I got there, I got no cakes. I didn't see any cakes at all. You know, it was just emotionally draining for me. It's emotionally draining for me to go to Raina's channel and not see cakes. Because you have that expectation going in, you know? Christina, what is going on? So, you know, the Seven of Swords sort of getting out of it. Are we trying to get out of it? Are we trying to get out of it? You know, I mean, it seems that we're trying to get out of it. We're trying to find some things about it that could be negative, some things. And I said that we're going to have some emotional, okay, I said before, we're going to have some emotional toil with the course. It's going to have an emotional toil on us. And we're still sort of seeing that. The Hermit reversed. Still seeing that emotional toil, still seeing that we're getting into it and we're thinking this is going to be a bit difficult, which naturally it is. Anything with, you know, physical training is going to be a bit difficult as well. The King of Swords, we're going to have some negativity associated with it. As we walk in, we're going to have a bit of negativity with that. The King of Swords is about the military ruler, is about the authority, and we're going to get hit with some of that. And again, you're going to have to adjust, but I think you're going to have no problem adjusting at all. The Seven of Swords says we're thinking about maybe this is not a good idea. We're putting a lot of thought, maybe some worry in it. I don't think that's really relevant. The Hermit upside down says we're able to get going. We're able to get in it. We're not going to stay at home and just ignore this. We're able to leap into it. Do we have the emotional toil for it? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's not just going to break you, but we do have that heaviness that's associated with it as you sort of walk into it. But the Page of Swords says that it's the spy, right? The spy reverse. We're going to have problems adapting to it. It's going to take time to adapt to it, but I think you can. I don't see any major obstacles. Yeah, I see what you did there. I don't see any major obstacles here. I don't see anything that's just going to take a huge toll on you. I just see a bunch of little things sort of adding up and stacking up. And if we can put up with that, if we can adjust ourselves to that, which I see us doing, then, you know, I think it's going to be all right. I think it's going to be all right as long as you get some cake before you go. Okay, Flower forgot my question. I want you to draw cards for me about love. All right. Let's find, okay, so draw some cards, throw down. We just have a throw down here. Throw down for love. There you go. That's all you need in life is a throw down some love. All right, so no question, we're just going to throw it down. I can do that. We'll try the Anna K for that. We'll shuffle, and then throw down for the Anna K. There you go. All right. You forgot your question already. Just throw it down. Tarot Soluna, hello. What is going on? All right, there we go. We're back into the cake. We made it. We made it for 10 minutes without talking about cake. We moved the slow tarot out of the way. All right. So here's your love situation here. Well, there you go. Lady Margaret, see you later. Here's your love situation right here. I think that you want something steady. We have that 8. We want something steady. We want something predictable. I think predictable is all about what you need. We need predictable. I think that we've had unpredictable. There's plenty of that. Unpredictable is all over the place. But the 8 says let's get something a bit more predictable and a bit something to where people are going to pitch in. I think you've also had a situation where the other partner just didn't pitch in. They didn't help out. They're maybe a bit on the lazy side, you know? We just want something that's predictable, steady. We don't have to worry about things as well. And, you know, it's all about getting dumped. It's all about getting dumped. We need something, as far as virtue is concerned, we need something that's going to lead us into a better place. Wasted time is a big factor here as well. We don't want wasted time. We want something to where we're investing our time wisely. If it's a short-term relationship, that's fine. That's fine. Avni, hello. Speaking of fine, how are you doing? And Maya, hello. How are you? If we want something that's short-term, that's fine. Just level with me. Just level with me at the start. Don't tease me, say it's full-time. Don't tease me this is going to be some long thing, and then you screw me. You know? You need to be honest. What is going on with the relationship? If you're uncomfortable with it, let's do that. There you go. J-Love and Joni, the 2 J's, how are you doing? Sure, throw your question out there. But judgment is all about the rebirth. Judgment is about the rebirth. And I think ultimately you want something where you feel like you're making more progress or you're making more impact in the relationship than just showing up for work. You know, you want a relationship where you're not just showing up, because showing up and just having a basic menial relationship is not your style anymore. I think you want something where you're not just showing up, you're something that's sort of a rebirth or something that's going to be big or something that's going to be substantial for you. You know, I mean, there you go. There you go. All right. I threw down some cards for you. Anna K. Fairy Wren loves the Anna K. All right. What other questions do we have? I said throw down some of those questions. Gather new courage to step up. Any word about advice about career and money? Let's check that out for Scott. Career and money. We got a career screen. Career screen. Career screen. No, I did not say you were getting dumped. All right, let's go to the career screen. The job and career screen. We can do the deviant moon. Everybody wants that deviant moon. Oh, speaking of deviant moon, we got a question now. When and how will I find my new house? Well, let's check that out. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Whoa, what are we going? I appreciate you. Angel, AMT, wants to know about the new house. Let's check that out real quick. Liberty and freedom. All right. AMT, new house. I love a new house. I love a brand new house. It's got the warranty. It's nice and clean. There's nobody else's snot on the walls, you know? I mean, I'm just saying, a brand new house is wonderful. Christina wants to know anything promising on my love life. Well, I hope so, Christina. You seem so nice. You need something nice. You need something good, Christina. You need like just somebody awesome to come in and be just awesome, you know? Deviant moon. So, okay. Deviant moon. We're sort of going with the deviant moon here. Now, this is what you need somebody from Fiverr to draw out for you. Draw me out somebody standing there, you know, really weird. So there you go. There you go. Snot on the wall. You never know what you're going to get when you move into a new apartment, an old apartment. It's just might be just nasty. So the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles about your new house. Now you wanted to know when and how will I find my new house? That's pretty specific. Let's say when. Let's say when. Looking 7 months. I'm going to say 7 months based upon what I'm seeing here. There we go. So that's when. All right, now how? Well, it's not hard to find a house. I'm not sure what the how thing is. It's not hard to find a house for sure, you know? Not to mention other things a blacklight would see. Now, I don't want to be a CSI roaming in. I don't want to be a CSI to get an apartment. That's nasty. Because first of all, when you get an apartment, they don't let you see the real apartment until it's time to move in. Because just precisely because of that. Okay. So the Page of Pentacles, as far as how, the Page of Pentacles is seeking out to find what is going to be better. What is going to be better. The Page is also a new environment, someplace you haven't looked before. So if you're haunting this space over here, let's say you're haunting this part of the map, you may want to look elsewhere. Expand it a little bit out. J-Love, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Expand out. Expand out. Okay? The Ace of Swords, Temperance. You're looking for new or old. I see old. A lot of indicators for old house. Look for one with no snot on the wall, but you do see old house. The Ace of Swords says we need to look someplace new. And we're talking about the Page of Pentacles into the Ace of Swords. Again, that interaction here. Looking at someplace that's going to be a newer area, So we have a house that's available. It pops up onto your radar. It's sort of sudden, and then we see it, and then we're like, that looks really interesting. Let me take a look at that, okay? So the Ace of Swords says we dial up, we call, we want to take a look at this. The Temperance says we have a good blend of features in there. It's not too top heavy or bottom heavy. Does that make sense? When you're looking for a house, for example, you need a balance of stuff. You don't want all the house pictures to be of the porch, or you have some huge garden in the back, or some big feature that takes up all of the focus. You want nice, regular balance. And I think that's what you're looking for here. A regular balance. Standard pictures of standard rooms. Nothing outrageous. Nothing that just, makes you go, oh, Jesus, what is that? So there you go. Yeah, Deviant Moon Tarot. There you go, lady. Deviant Moon Tarot. So when we're talking about the 5, as far as conflict is concerned, you want to make sure that when we look at the house, we want to get the entire look on the first try. In other words, when we go, take your own pictures with your phone. Make sure that you remember the area. Start asking around about the neighbors. Take picture, of every part of the house that's going to be important, under the cabinet. In other words, you don't want to go back. You want to make a decision there and then after you go home. So we go home, we look at the pictures, we evaluate what we have seen, and at that point, we want to make a decision on that. Because we don't want to have a lot of competition, basically. The competition is going to be bad. Having competition within this house is going to be bad. I think other people are going to see it as a great opportunity as well. Now you're going to have to go back and forth with it, but it's better if you act faster on it. That's going to be a little bit better. Okay, but again, entertainment purposes only. Never make a home buying decision based upon a fat man reading cards on the internet. That's use your better judgment there. That's not wise. That's not wise at all. All right. But thank you for all of that. I appreciate that. But yeah, I think you have a old house that comes up suddenly. You see it, you dive in. And you want to go and one-shot it. Figure out everything that you need to know right then. and then figure out how you're going to go from there. What you don't want to do is sit on it for like 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden you're in a competition. That 5 means don't get into the competition. JL, type of person coming in love. There we go. A stable love offer. Well, there you go. You're a real estate broker. Well, there you go. All right. So you already know all this stuff. You already know all that stuff. I say 7 months. AMT, I say 7 months. All right. Look for that love. Looking for love in all the right places with the Playful Heart Tarot. You are not fat, dude. I used to be 410 pounds, Flower. Did you know that, Flower? I used to be 410 pounds. If you want to know how I got 410 pounds, pizza. I love pizza. And candy and Coke and basically everything. You know, when you're younger, you want to eat all the pizza and candy and Cokes, and mom says, no, you can't do that. And then you move out, and you're like, now I can't do that because nobody's watching me. And that's how you get to 410 pounds. But there you go. Love a big garden. Yeah, there you go. Big gardens are always a nice selling feature, too. See, that's what stuff like a really big garden really sort of weeds out most of the people that want a house, because most people don't want to deal with that. Like me, for example. If I were to get a house, I don't want a garden. I don't want to even go outside. I like inside. Inside is my friend. So there you go. All right. Shuffle, Tarot, hope all is well. How are you? There you go. I have one question. Will I physically move this year? I should hope so. Sitting down the whole year would be kind of a pain. Cauliflower crust. Yeah, no, you know. All right. Yeah, see, look. See, this is my shirt. That is 410 pounds shirt. That was tight at 410 pounds, but now it's not tight. So there you go. That's what it looks like when you lose a lot of weight. And you keep the shirts because you're cheap. You keep the shirts because you're cheap. This is rather old, but you know, why am I showing my shirt on stream? I don't know. Better than showing my pants on stream, I guess. Okay, what type of person's coming to me with a stable love offer? It sounds like somebody's making a bid. Just the wording, it sounds like they're bidding on you. Temperance says, Temperance, you need someone that's not going to play games. We've had enough games at this point. The person coming is not going to want to play games. And they're very forthright as far as carbs make you fat. I disagree with that. I like keto, though. I do agree keto is really good. Keto for lowering your blood pressure. Keto just tanks your blood pressure to just beautiful levels. It's just beautiful levels. Temperance says that we want someone that's not going to play games, and they're going to be very forthright with what they want. Is that going to be good? Is that good or bad? That's in the middle. That's in the middle. Because sometimes being blunt, or sometimes getting and sort of laying that out in the beginning is difficult, because now you're thinking, okay, well, do I qualify? Do I qualify for the stuff this person's laying on the table? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But the Temperance says that we want someone that doesn't do that. I think the person coming does not do that. Now, the Ace of Wands says they're also a bit lazy. The Ace of Wands, we're going and chasing things. We're going and getting things done. We're getting some progress. We're making these things. We're moving forward, and we're just not doing that with the Ace of Wands. They're a bit lazy. They don't like moving it forward. They like delay. They don't mind things like that, right? So a bit on the lazy side, a bit on the not very active as far as getting things moving forward. Now we're coming into the King of Wands. The reason that we don't have the Ace of Wands, the reason we're not just kicking it forward, the reason we're not diving into the deep end, the King of Wands says we want it our own way. We've already established that over here with the Temperance. We've established we want it our own way. And that's going to be maybe a bit of a problem, a little bit of a problem, because it may not agree with everything that you want. So there's going to be some negotiation. there's going to be a bit of that as well. Okay. The Nine of Swords, they don't really have any big ambitions as far as where they want to go in life. They just want to do their thing. And we're sort of rounding out the personality profiles a bit on the selfish side. That's even, you know, we have a bit of selfishness here. Sometimes that's going to be okay because, you know, we need our own self-interest in mind. Maybe they've had some breakups. Maybe they've had some things sort of coming out as far as that goes. But the Nine of Swords says we're avoiding those nightmares. We're avoiding those type of things as well. So not big on the ambitions. The King of Wands, though, says we do like it our way. So in other words, we want a steady job. We want to go to it. We want to get that done. We want to get our income. We spend it on the same things. We're a bit on the dull side, predictable side. That's sort of why they want to make the rules, because they want to keep that. So this is a personality profile of someone that doesn't like a lot of change. So, you know, if you want a lot of dramatic change, if you want some spicy in the relationship, that's not going to be there as far as that's concerned. But it is somebody who is stable. They are stable. They like their job. They go to their job back and forth, you know, and all this stuff. So we have a good personality profile of this person. And again, they like it their way. They're stable. They're a bit on the non-ambitious side. But the people that are ambitious are sometimes a bit too ambitious. You don't know. You don't know. But there you go. There is your personality profile of the person sort of coming in. Speaking of personality profiles, I am out of here. I will be back tomorrow morning and tomorrow night. Tomorrow morning and tomorrow night. Please join me in 12 or 24 hours. We will see you then.